Boom. Alright, what's going on, you guys? It's Roy, it's Jacob. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to be talking about how support.com stock, or ticker symbol SPRT, is popping off right now. You absolutely love to see it, you guys. If you have been tuned into the channel lately, you would know that SPRT has been the favorite name of the Waves fam for the past few weeks now. And I just want to say right off the bat that even though we've seen some very impressive upside already, I still think the party is just getting started. All right, so let's talk about why that is. As always, we'll quickly go over each topic we'll be discussing, and then we'll dive into each one individually. In front of us, TradingView, where we'll be talking technicals and price targets on support.com today, focusing primarily on a more short to medium term time horizon. But as we look at the charts at the end, I will also throw in my longer term 2021 price targets, just ballpark targets, just for fun, and try to rationalize those longer term targets for you guys as well, okay? So before we do dive into the charts though, I do want to read over this article that was just posted today on Bazinga titled, "Could support.com get squeezed to the moon?" So as up until now, when we talk about support.com, we've primarily focused on the merger, okay? The merger with the Bitcoin mining company Greenridge, okay? Which is very, very fundamentally bullish. But behind the scenes, if you look underneath support.com, what's really kind of driving the current rally we're seeing, what's really sparking a lot of the hype amongst retail investors, is a good old short squeeze. And at this point in 2021, I'm sure all of us understand the power of a successful short squeeze, especially with a stock with a market cap like of support.com as of right now, which is at a market cap of, after today's price action, $270 million, you guys. Just over the past few days, we've watched this thing go from 100 to 200 to 270, and I think that I will talk about this more at the end to justify, again, my longer term price targets. I would not be surprised at all to see this thing hit at least $1 billion over the course of the next couple of months, okay? So we will read over this article, then we'll dive into the charts again, just talk price action to close out the video. But I do want to quickly read over the little excerpt I wrote on support.com and sent out in my newsletter this morning. Super exciting. You guys, let me know if you're part of the Waves. Let me know if you're all part of the Waves fam, but let me know if you're part of the newsletter portfolio group, if you were holding a bag of support down below, so I can cheers you, throw you a champagne emoji, because you guys, we eating good this weekend. We eating good this weekend, today, tomorrow, the rest of the week. Obviously this weekend too, cherry on top. But support.com, guys, I couldn't be more pumped to be kicking off the week like this. This hyper positive sentiment doesn't feel like it's going to fade anytime soon. We've seen the eyeballs, the attention, the volume rolling into this name over the past few weeks, and I personally feel that this will be the week where we start going ballistic. We've already gone crazy, but ballistic, a little different, step above that, okay? I personally think we'll see $14 by the end of this week. As we dive into the charts, I'll justify that a little bit, actually tweak that a little bit. But you'll see, at those levels, I'll begin taking some profits. But hey, who knows how high this thing can go? It has all the makings of an absolute runner. I wouldn't be surprised if we see this thing at $50+ in 2021. Okay, so again, after we talk the short term, I will close out the video by trying to justify that kind of $50 price target. Again, just ballpark, but I am talking about market cap when I'm kind of dictating this price target, this longer term price target, okay? So before we do dive into the actual support.com stuff, housekeeping, as always, you guys, please give the video a like if you do go on to gain value from it today, or if you're as pumped on support as I am. If you guys were holding it back, again, let me know down below. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, want to follow the SPRT journey, along with a lot of other plays in the cryptocurrency sector, just exciting plays in the market. Crypto, you guys know the drill. Subscribe if you're not already. If you're not, what are you doing? And also, what are you doing if you haven't checked out my complete portfolio daily newsletter? Exactly as it states, you guys. This is a complete breakdown of my entire personal portfolio that I do update every single trading day during market hours. Every single position, probably 50 to 60 at any given time, is updated not every single position, obviously, is updated every day. I'm a fairly passive trader. I find winners and let them ride, grab the popcorn, and let the waves roll in. But again, I do make a few trades, usually at least a trade or two every single day. But even if I don't make trades, I'll still throw in some charts, still throw in some just anything I feel like is important in that complimentary email newsletter. Like again, the charts. This is one of 5 charts that I included today, one of 5 coverages. So if you want daily updates on Bitcoin, always throw in Bitcoin in there. Like, covered a few other Bitcoin miners, Coinbase, Robinhood, Helion, some EV plays as well. check out the complete portfolio daily newsletter. 15 bucks a month or 40 bucks for every 3 months. Completely up to you. I appreciate it if you check it out regardless. Do my best to make this worth your hard-earned money. And again, that's the first link down in the description. So that said, let's dive into this article and then we'll just hit the charts and talk some numbers, okay? So could support.com get squeezed to the moon by Wayne Duggan, August 23rd. That is today, the date of recording. Okay, so support. Why does my freaking highlights kept getting undone. Sorry about that, guys, but we're still going to read through it. Support.com shares were trading higher Monday as a growing number of analysts and experts see the stock as the next potential massive short squeeze. The numbers. The company announced a reverse merger with Bitcoin, crypto BTC miner Green Ridge Generation Holdings back in March, and the merger is expected to be completed in the third quarter. Moving on. On Friday, S3 Partners analyst Ihor D, because I'm definitely not going to try pronouncing that name, Ihor D, little sus name, pointed out the huge short interest in support.com and the ballooning fees short sellers are paying to maintain their positions. D said support.com now has 6.44 million shares held for short, or about 64.5% of its float, which is absolutely insane, you guys. This, again, the market cap on top of this 64.5% short interest. I don't know if that's up to date as of today. The article was obviously written as of today, but the more these shorts get squeezed out, the lower this short interest percentage gets, obviously, okay? But even if, again, 10% every big day, that's still pretty significant. Anything above 50 is like a staggering amount of short interest, okay? Short sellers are now down $32 million on their support.com short bets so far in 2021, and D said that they're paying a 75.3% fee on their short bets, which is staggering as well. Ortex Analytics also identified support.com as one of its 8 top short squeeze candidates in the market back in July. Short sellers are fighting back. Former hedge fund manager Will Mead said in the latest S3 numbers suggest short sellers are fighting hard to keep support.com from gaining more bullish momentum. They are failing in an extraordinary way, thankfully so. Whoever is short the stock is putting up a good fight, but at some point the tide will turn and you'll get rolled over like a high school kid trying to tackle Derrick Henry. Really showing his age there. I do not get that reference at all. Please let me know down below in the comments if you get what that means. I don't. SPRT has traded almost 25 million shares, which means the broker buy-in for 65% short interest will be huge Monday pre-market, evidently so. Bazinga's take, which I do agree with, which is the reason I want to read this out as well. Plenty of retail traders have made a killing targeting heavily shorted stocks like support.com in 2021 and forcing short sellers to jump ship. However, successfully timing the entry and exit positions in highly volatile short squeezes can be extremely difficult, even for professional traders. So this is very important, and also why I want to make it very clear that I'm not day trading the stock. If you guys are under the impression that I'm day trading this, that I'm absolutely like just eyeballs on the computer at all times, which today I was actually keeping a closer eye than I usually am just because it was so freaking exciting. I don't day trade this. I did not trade support at all today. Again, I got a winner. At this point, I'm way up on the support position. Again, let me know if you guys have been on the support journey over the past few weeks, if you guys have been riding the wave with me for support.com. But again, I saw the potential here from both a fundamental, technical, and again, the short squeeze perspective is just the cherry on top in my mind. But also, again, short squeeze completely dependent on whether or not the retail investor, almost fan base, just mob, like the absolute unit that is the Reddit army, that are these heavily interested retail investors in short interest stocks with high short interest, whether they hop on the short, whether they hop on this squeeze. And right now it's looking like they are because the volume is insane. Let's take a look at the volume right now. So if you take a look, SPRT closed the day. Again, this is Monday, August 23rd at the time of recording. Closed the day at $11.17, up 27%. At one point in the day, up over 30%, which is just, again, you guys, it was crazy. Such a sick day. So cheers again to you guys if you guys were holding, if you had a bag of SPRT right now. And again, even if you're not, maybe we see a pullback tomorrow. I mean, if we see a pullback tomorrow, hey, might not be a bad time to consider establishing a position, because again, even if we do see some short-term volatility, which would surprise me if we didn't, in all honesty, I still think this thing has a long way to go over the course of 2021 if you guys have the stomach for it, okay? So, again, market cap 270 mil. Been watching this thing grow day over day. Volume is currently at 32 million. Average volume is at 18 million. So we've almost doubled the volume from the average volume. And that's what you'd love to see, you guys. That's what you want in this kind of, that's what you want in a play exactly like this is the volume, is as I said, kind of just right here, is the amount of eyeballs. You want attention on these stocks, especially those with short market caps and high short interest, because it gets the Reddit army, just the mob. It awakens the mob. And when a stock has a lower market cap, of course, it takes less capital inflow to that stock, to this company, to appreciate the individual share price, okay? So very, very promising here. Again, just all those kind of fundamental, both they're almost fundamental and technical at the same time a little bit when you get into the short interest realm of things. But regardless, on the charts, on the charts, support.com looks pretty solid right now. I mean, it has been for like just this whole series of higher highs and higher lows. Although we are seeing crazy price action, like in terms of percentage gain and loss, I mean, this is a pretty organic chart. This is a pretty clean chart. Again, you're seeing a very, very clean series of higher highs and higher lows. So high, low, higher high, higher low, higher high. We just established, we just nailed in that higher high today. And I expect that this high will be even higher by the end of this week. So just go end of week price targets for you guys. And we'll close it out with kind of my $40, $50 longer term target, 2021 overall target for you guys, and justify that. Okay. But as far as the end of this week is concerned, I'm just using good old stick figure lines of resistance. These work wonders, and they continue to work even more and more wonders, it seems, as more retail piles into the crowd, because that's what a lot of traders are doing. And again, especially when it comes to stocks like SPRT, technicals are especially relevant because day traders are running this market at this point in time. Short traders are running this. Again, I pay attention to the charts. I'm watching the charts closely, but because I've found that it's both more lucrative and way less stressful, which are two pros, to not day trading, to swing trading, which is, again, what I do. I swing trade, establish a position, let it chill until my price targets are hit, and then choose to take profits as I will. It also depended on, of course, like I said, around $14, I'd start taking profits, but there is a method to the madness when it comes to taking profits. So again, if you do want to know exactly how I'm taking profits over the course of this rally, first link down below. But anyway, you guys, I do think by the end of this week, we will end up testing one of these lines of resistance. SPRT has proven to use this one in the past right here, this cyan line, using this touch point here. Technically, although it's been elongated, the first high of the current rally, it's just gone exponential over the past couple of weeks. But technically, the first high of the rally, low, high, low, higher high, higher low, same thing, same. But the cyan line is kind of the initial price target. I can see, honestly, tomorrow hitting this, at least this cyan trend line, but I do think that this target will come into play. This more kind of like once we actually saw this rally start to pick up, the actual initial high, I'd say, of the shorter term rally, using this trend line, multiple touch points right here, could actually make this more conservative, which is what I did this morning, which I will do because SPRT is just ripping right now. And this is still conservative because I'm not using this. This is actually what a lot of traders might be looking at. So we'll do the hyper optimistic scenario, which at this point I don't even think is out of the question. August 27th is the end of this trading week. If we test the most optimistic line of resistance by August 27th, that would take us to about 1450. But just to keep it conservative, because I do like when I'm drawing trend lines, as many touch points as possible, I'll put it right there just to play it safe. August 27th, that would take us to about $13.50 as my conservative price target. But again, considering the short squeeze hype is here. I mean, the volume's here, the eyeballs are on the stock, the market cap is small. Would not be surprised, in all honesty, if we just blow straight through these and make our way to my longer term price targets, which I will just say, again, you guys, ballparking $40, $50. And again, this is based on the overall float of support, which I think support probably has like 25 million shares outstanding. But the math always plays out roughly anyway. So support is currently at $11. I think we can 4x, just say at $10, there's a $250 million market cap. So a 4x to $1 billion market cap would lead, if the shares are $10, to a $40 price target for SPRT. So considering I think SPRT, with all it has going for it from a fundamental and technical perspective, can reach $1 billion market cap, I think the stock price, the share price, can 4x to match that $1 billion market cap, and that would take us to $40. So I do think that SPRT over the course of 2021, if all goes accordingly, of course, keep in mind, you guys, all this is just my opinion, but always know that my money is where my mouth is. SPRT has been for the past week or so now. significantly the largest position in my personal portfolio, and it's paying off, and I'm super pumped just to ride this wave with you guys. So let me know what you guys think about SPRT. Once again, let me know if you guys were holding it back going into the new trading week, and let me know if you're pumped for the weeks ahead. All right, so I'll talk to you guys downstairs in the comments. Again, if you're still watching, I appreciate you. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. What are you doing? Give the video a like. Really appreciate that as well. And yeah, I'll catch you guys downstairs in the comments. So cheers, you guys. Until next time, always remember, take action, make waves. Peace.